Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a basic kids haircut. To start off for the haircut, we're going to take the 1.5 guard all the way up to the occipital bone right here. An easy way to do that is you put your hand right on top of his head, touch your head up just a little bit, just put it right here, and you start. And you flick where your thumb is. Turn it a little bit. So for the way the hair grows, you want to go against it. So you go this way for the way his hair grows. If his hair, see right here, his hair is kind of growing up. So you go down. And turn your head this way. Down. Just go over it a couple times, make sure you got everything. Go ahead and turn to the right. Once you have all of the hair all the way up to there, that's where you're going to start blending this into this. What you're going to do is you're going to put your comb right up against his head like a wall. And with the clipper guard on the clippers, you're going to go ahead and just go against the comb. I'm going to turn your head a little bit. And then I like to pull this down and just kind of go along that line that we created earlier and just make sure to get it all blended. And put it back up. Then you can kind of angle it with the head, and that goes up into the top and blends it to the top. A little bit right here. And there we're blended. Next we're going to cut the top with scissors. Next we're going to spray his hair with water. This is my spray bottle and I love the spray bottle because it's just a mister. So it's like a soft, gentle water for the kids. Sorry, bud. And then once your hair is wet, then we'll start getting into it. So next we're going to cut the top. So you start in the front. And you kind of use your comb to get it in your fingers. I like to use a comb that has measuring in it. So we're going to do 1 inch long. So go ahead and cut that. A good way to not cut yourself is to not cut past the knuckle. So I like to go right about here. So you cut that part right here, and you go a little bit behind that, and then you pull this hair, and you can kind of see the hair that you cut before that, and that's how you know where to cut the next one. And you go a little bit before that, check it, and cut. Another way to do it is to grab a small section right here with the mohawk, and you can kind of see right here is where I cut the ones before. So you cut all the little mohawk and then that will be your guide. So when you go in to cut, that's where you cut, so then you cut the sides to where it's at. See right there, there's a little place I cut right there. And then you go, so I did straight down the middle. Now we're going to do the sides. So right here is where I cut. You just cut it up to that. Go a little bit behind. There's where I cut. A little bit behind. There it is. And go a little bit behind. And that's where my guide is. To record. And then I'm going to show you how to do the cowlicks back here, but I'm going to go and do this side. If you lose your guide, just kind of go more towards the middle. I'm not going to cut back here yet. So with shorter hair, so since you were cutting this way, you can go ahead and cross check going this way. So you kind of pull it up that way, and that gets all the pieces that were being over directed, and now it's all even. Go in the middle. I'm going to show you right here. So this is the shorter piece, and that's right there, so I'm going to kind of get that right there. Now I'm going to pull all the hair down. I'm not going to cut it too short because you don't want it to be like super short, but I want to cut off this little point. So go in with the scissors like that. I'm going to get this right here. You don't want to cut a blunt line because then it wouldn't be as natural. Go in like that. And now when the hair, with the hair down, it's going to look good, or when it grows out, it'll still look good if you put it to the side. Okay, so for the cowlicks that like to stick up right here, you just go in like this. And you see that little triangle right here? You're just going to go ahead and take that off. And then go ahead and cross check. So basically, when you're cutting scissors on the top, you want to set a guide, either going down the middle or one in the front, and then you kind of use that guide along the hair. But usually it tends to be easier to go down the middle because then the guide isn't moving with you, it's just set. Okay, so now we're gonna connect the top to the sides, this little part right here. So an easy way to do that is to go like, think of it as this little point right here. So this is going straight up and this is going that way. So you're going to cut off that little triangle that's going right there. Try to look up. And that blends it just perfectly from the top to the sides. And a more advanced way of doing it is using your comb and going along with your scissors. So you can try this at home, but it's kind of a hard technique to do. So go ahead and grab your comb and you're going to go in with the scissors and keep going up with the comb. And then put it back down, check it if you like it, then move to the next. And see right here, that's where I cut before. So that's where you want to cut all this. You put it back down, it's blended. Now you can do the cowlick with this too. So you kind of go not straight up the head, but kind of go along the hair on the top where the little cowlick is. So I'm going to show you the difference with me not blending this side and this side already blended. It just kind of flows along. If you look at right here, there's like a slight line right here. So that's why you want to go in and blend it. And you can either do that. I like to do it this way just because you get it a lot cleaner. So go in and just refine that line a little bit. Go ahead and turn your head. So he has blonde hair, so a lot of people like to forget right here. So you want to make sure and grab all the hair right here. You see how much more blended that is? Now I'm going to go in with the trimmers. So you want to have them look straight ahead. You don't want to have them look down, because look down for me, Drew. This little part stretches the hair. So you want the head to be just straight up ahead, so you get a good crisp line. Go in. And then, so you get the line going this way, and when you get the neck hair, you go up. For the sides, you want to go along this hairline right here. So you go in like this, and kind of go at an angle like that. And then get right here. Get the sideburn, and turn your trimmers like this. Pull down the ear, and get this little part. Now, a lot of people forget right around the hairline right here. So you want to go in with the comb like this, and see all this long hair right here? And just go against the comb. Definitely with blonde hair, it kind of hides. And then go along the sideburn too, because guys like to have the sideburns as short as possible. That's where it touches their ears the most. And there you go. We have a basic kid's haircut. Thanks, Drew, for letting me do your haircut. Thanks, you guys, for watching.